Hello, this is Tom's Trading Journey, Amateur Hour, Week 1 Recap. Just as a reminder, we're looking at the charts at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to scope out the market. We're going to try and find support and resistance and try and find safe entries for buys and sells. We're going to set our stop losses and we're just going to let the trades happen. We're doing this in a demo account for now until we get the confidence to put this in a real account. But for now, we want to make sure we can execute some good trades. And right now, here we are. We're going to try and learn from these trades. We're going to get 10 pips and get out. Remember, you don't want to chase more than 10 pips because we see this market goes all over the place. And we don't want to risk putting more money out there. Here's a little look at my demo account, which has $10,000 in it. We'll see week 1, we grew it to $10,103. There was a few mistakes there. I overtraded on day 1, and some of my entries were not that safe. So we can see day 1, I had 3 trades. One was a loss, followed by a win, followed by a loss. I took that win, and I thought I can get the same entry on a retest, and it didn't bounce back, and we could see I took a loss that day, which would have been a wash, turned into a loss, and that's no good. And then second day, you'll see I took a sell, and I lost. But then I took a sell at the same entry, and then I won. And then the next 2 trades were 2 wins. You'll see the 14th is missing. I had no internet or cell phone service that day, so I couldn't even look at the charts. But I put some what I would have possibly thought at the given time. And yeah, let's take a look at these trades. So, there's a lot of boxes going on here. The purple boxes is just going to be kind of the range, what I've scoped out. The green boxes are going to be like where I'm going to enter and possibly go for a buy or possibly go for a sell. The orange boxes are going to be my stop losses. So here in this range, I thought if we got up to here, we might do a little fill in the gap, and I could have got 10 pips there. But what happened? It entered me in, went in a range, and stopped me out down there. But I did also put in orders for sells, and that's where my second trade happened, which was down here. And it took a little bit, took 3 hours for it to hit, but boom, it hit. From 5 to 7 in the morning, this trade happened. And I think I woke up in the morning and I saw this and I thought this was a retest and maybe it'll come back down. So I set my trade at the same entry, and then I got entered in and then stopped out. That day was a loss. So in the next day, I'm looking at this range over here, and I saw this big drop. This is 8 p.m. So 9 p.m., I don't see this candle yet. This candle hasn't been formed. But 9 p.m., I'm thinking maybe we can fill that little bit of candle there. But mostly that's a nice candle right there. And it brought me in, and I got stopped out. If I had set this a little bit lower, I would have never entered this trade. If I was a little bit more safer, maybe put this at a further distance down. But I mean, I thought this was a good distance enough, and I thought this would have been enough to kind of kickstart me into that candle. But it wasn't. It wasn't maybe the right time and the right momentum. So I got put in this trade at 9 p.m. We got Asian Open, so it wasn't really much going on over there until we hit London Open. But I did end up putting the trade back in, and when it dropped here, it executed, and I closed out on a win there. Now this day over here is the day I had no internet, no cell phone service. We had this nice drop right here at New York Open. That was a beautiful, beautiful candle right there to bet into. But we're looking at this range right over here. Probably going to follow by some consolidation. And where's it going to break out at? Is it going to go back and retest this area over here, which it did? Or is it going to fall back down to here and then maybe go further down, which it did? This would have been a day I probably, I would have got stopped out right here. Would have got entered in on this trade, and then I would have got stopped out. Yeah. So the sell wouldn't have happened, but the buy would have happened. The buy would have been nice. But this day could have been a wash if I had set both buy and sell. So that would have been a wash day right there. But this day I was here looking at the chart. I'm seeing this momentum come down, little retest back up. I was thinking for a sell, and in this range here, I thought this would be a safe entry, in which it did, and dropped, and I got a win right there. And here we are, Friday, the last day of the week. A lot of candle wicks going down there. I didn't really want to play around with that. It was Friday. You don't really want to trade Friday. So with this range, I played it safe and put a buy entry in all the way up here, thinking maybe it would want to come back and retest this area, which it did. And I got my sell, or I got my buy. Got a bunch of wicks up there, but that's why you only try and get 10 pips and get out. So yeah, this week resulted in plus 100. Felt a little bit safer if I didn't overtrade, and maybe if I got in on that other day, this week could have been better. But all in all, a positive week is a good week in my book. I am learning because when I did have money in my account and when I was trading with real money, I don't think I had a positive week. I almost did, and I overtraded on a Friday and I lost. Hopefully this video was helpful, and we'll see what happens this week. Thanks, folks.